Hi guys, welcome to today's video. This is going to be a little bit more chill, laid back, a little more viewer orientated, as in the way of I'm reading people's things about whether or not they like work. I have 3 different jobs. I often think to myself, do people actually like their job? Because, I know adults in careers and, obviously it all has its downsides with coworkers and how you do your job, things like that. So I was wondering, do people actually like their jobs, or are we all just kind of working to make money and just live? Now, I'm sure there are people who actually enjoy their jobs, like influencers. I'm sure they really enjoy their jobs because that's something, I mean, I'm not going to say you don't have to put too much effort to, but it's not, as, what is it, physically consuming, I would say. Unless, you travel for work or, you do a lot of deals, so you're going and doing photo shoots, or you're going and being in somebody's video, so that I can see how that would be like very physically consuming and also time consuming in general. But if you're just streaming and sitting at your desk all the time, I can see how that would be less consuming, less stressful, um and how it'd be a little more laid back. So things like those jobs, I'm like, okay, so people probably enjoy that. It obviously has its downsides, as we know, but in general, I think those are jobs that people are less, annoyed by. Your coworkers can be annoying, but your coworkers you don't have to work with. You know what I mean? It's just kind of people you collaborate with, so you can choose who to collaborate with as a creator. But when you have a job and you are put in a certain position of staff, you have to work with the other staff. So I would assume that no matter what, it can be annoying. Right. So I've screenshotted everybody's answers and blocked out their names just because I didn't ask. Like, I didn't say this is for a video. I'm just kind of making these all anonymous. Somebody says yes and no about liking their jobs. I wish I wasn't a slave to capitalism, but I also enjoy having something that gives me a sense of purpose. That I can totally understand. For me, it's just like I hate that I have to have money and that I want to have money. I mean, I won't lie. I love money. And who doesn't? Honestly, who doesn't like seeing that number go up in their bank account? Who doesn't like holding a lot of bills? It's just a natural thing to want to have money, to be comfortable, and to just not feel stressed all the time of, oh my gosh, I don't have enough money for this. I can't do that. But it does give you a sense of purpose. I can say that. Nannying, for me at least, watching kids, that gives me a little bit more sense of purpose. I know I don't want to have kids myself, and I don't want to give birth. So watching people's kids is nice because, in a way, I can just kind of hand the kid back. Like, I'm not keeping the kid. That's that person's child. So they will ultimately do most of the caretaking. I will do whatever bits they cannot do while they are at work. Speaking of my other jobs, I will say, hey, I don't know if it gives me a sense of purpose, but I do feel comfortable in both my workplaces in retail. I work at PacSun and Hot Topic, for those of you who don't know, in retail, and I will say it's a very comfortable environment, and I feel like myself, and I can be myself. It's not like when I worked in fast food. When I worked in fast food, I felt like I had to hide parts of myself just because the people I was around were not very kind and open-minded and understanding. Somebody says, I hate the act of getting up and going to work, but I often enjoy work once I'm there. I completely understand that. I drive, at least for my retail jobs, I drive about 30 minutes out. And then for nannying, I drive about an hour out. So those getting ready and having to drive out there, I'm always like, okay, so I gotta hype myself up. I gotta get excited, at least for retail, I try and dress a specific way, so then I motivate myself. Like, dressing up a certain way motivates me to want to do the thing I meant to go do. Whereas nannying, it's so early in the morning, so then I, have to wake up around 4 a.m., leave the house by 5. It's very draining in the morning, but then as I go along, I'm like, okay, once I get there, it's fine. Once I get there, I know I'll be okay. I love nannying, and the same thing with retail. It's not a hard job, so that's how I see that. And then I have a friend who works at Disneyland and says, "Save me from the house, the house from the mouse." I hate it. There's often this ongoing joke that Mickey Mouse is an evil tyrant. And you know what? I can totally completely see that. Um, wow. I could not imagine working at Disneyland, to be completely honest. No matter what you're doing. My friend personally is just sort of like a chef, working in the food areas. So, you could be selling the food, you could be waiting on people, you could be cooking the food, you could be, I don't know, you could be working in the shops, you could be, what are the other jobs? Working the rides. You could be just a cast member walking around with the, um, people who dress up. Spoiler alert, that's not actually the real Disney princesses. I hate to break your dream if you didn't know that already. Sorry. But it is a cast member. So you could be a cast member in that way. Either way, I'm sure you would have annoying coworkers and, like, again, like, it's Disneyland, it'd be horrible, but also it just, I don't know, I don't feel like it'd be that bad. But this is really funny. This gave me a good laugh. Somebody else says, yes, all the time. I dislike all my coworkers. I can't tell if this is sarcasm or not. Sarcasm through messaging is not something I pick up on very easily.
Do you know anything about sarcasm?
I think I had a sarcasm once.
Unless it's very obvious, like the long drawn out thing. So I'm gonna assume this is serious. Like, you dislike all your coworkers, which is something I can understand. I'm not gonna say what job because they might be watching. You'll know if it's you, by the way. That where I have not liked my coworkers. I have not wanted to be around them. I don't want to spend my time working with them all the time. Sometimes it's just too much. I'm not going to go into specifics because, again, they might watch this, but you probably already know who you are. So, anyways, that's how I see that. Okay, next one. I hate having to work. I deserve to be free like a woodland creature, making music wherever I please. Shout out to this Instagram. I'm just going to put up their Instagram account. Love him. He's amazing. Their music is so great. I can't tell you enough how supportive I am of them. And obviously you don't have to listen to me. You don't have to go listen to him, but I'm going to shout him out. I think you do deserve to be, like, you give off the woodland creature vibes, just like being free, like, I'm like a bird, like the horse meme that's been going around lately. I'm like a bird, I only fly away. That's you. That's how you deserve to be. That is the life you deserve, which is like playing music and, I really hope you get to perform and do cool shit one day. You deserve that. I don't know how you do it. Honestly, like, music production, I know nothing about. I love music. I will say I'm a big, like, music slut. That's what I say. I'm a music slut. Like, Gerard Way's a jacket slut.
No, I just bring a lot of jackets. I'm really hooked on jackets. I'm like a jacket slut. It's weird.
I'm a music slut. Like, I'll listen to anything and everything. I listen to it deeply. I've always wanted to do DJing. I love transitions and music. Ooh. All right. Okay. Anyways, I agree. Work just is. There's so many other things you could be doing that you enjoy. So why would you want to work? I completely get it. I understand. Someone simply said sometimes, and yeah, you know what? Sometimes it is just literally, oh, well, right now I just kind of hate my job. Oh, well, then tomorrow I could enjoy it. And then, the day after I could not want to be there again. It definitely fluctuates. Someone goes, it's slow season, so I actually like going to work right now because of limited hours. Which, I mean, that's kind of how it is in retail at the moment. I will say from the month of January up till, I don't know, April, maybe mid-May, because summer doesn't start until June here in Oregon. I think it's June this year. I'm not sure. They change it up sometimes, depending on the snow days and all that. It's a whole thing. But anyways, limited hours are pretty nice. And then also, they can ask you to come in, but you don't have to, typically. That's just my opinion.
How do you know what's good for me? That's my opinion!
Is you don't have to go in if they're going to ask you to, and you have no reason to feel bad for it. I hate when managers make you feel bad for not picking up. Because you know what? You were not scheduled. And if you have plans today or you have something you want to go do or you just don't want to go to work, I feel like that's totally okay. But that's why I like the limited hours is because I have 3 jobs. So, if I can't work one place, maybe one place will be like, oh, we have hours. And I'll go, oh, okay. Because I wasn't scheduled somewhere else. And I only nanny once a week. So it's like I know that set schedule. So these other days that I'm not doing classes and other things, I can just have free reign. Someone in all capital letters just goes, yes, which I know this person and we have talked about their jobs and yes, literally, like, just yes. I completely agree with you. We've talked about this, the whole concept of having to go to school and then or having a certain career just in general and not being able to live off of, certain wages is just absolutely horrible. So sometimes you have to settle for jobs that you enjoy, but are generally just treat you horribly and you treat your body horribly. I know my mom is a nurse and she loves her job and she loves what she does. She's very good at it. She saves people's lives. I mean, she's a cardiac and lung nurse, so she saves people's lives, but it's very demanding. Physically, it just takes a lot out of you. It definitely takes years off your life. I'll say that much. It's not a non-stressful job. But I feel like most jobs can take years off your life. I mean, that's just how it is. Stress does that to you, scientifically. And then completely not related to what I asked, someone says, if you were able to fight a kangaroo barehanded, would you?
No, the kangaroo's right.
The what?
If I was able to? No, I wouldn't. Unless I'm getting paid. Why would I just want to fight a kangaroo barehanded? Like, that makes absolutely no sense. If I could, I still wouldn't want to, because if I was able to fight the kangaroo can still win. There is no guarantee that I'm going to win that fight at all. And I just can. I just can fight the kangaroo. So, no, unless you're paying me, I'm not going to fight that kangaroo barehanded. That makes no sense. Anyways, let me know down in the comments if you like your job or if you absolutely hate it. Because from what I've learned, it's a mix of yes or and no. But like, someone said, I hate having to go to work, but then once I'm there, I'm fine. So I'm wondering, let me know maybe what you do, like your occupation down below. You don't have to tell me, but do you enjoy it? Is it horrible? How are your coworkers? Because, gosh, we all have some sort of story about a coworker, especially people in fast food. I will say, they'll hire anybody. I'm not even kidding. They'll hire literally anyone. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe down below. And you don't have to turn on notifications at all. You can literally just ignore me. Just like all my videos. That's fine by me. So have a great day and enjoy whatever you're gonna do. Or have a great night and go to sleep.